and relax. Pressure's okay. Shall we try some exercises? Page 27.
Hello, my name is Rue.
Good.
Can I your sip of have drink? Sorry.
No, yeah, almost. How might we actually ask someone something like this? Okay, let's try again tomorrow.
The goal is to figure out where your boundaries are and start to push them bit by bit.
We believe that repeated
exposure to humiliating experiences creates the resilience needed for managing with social anxiety.
Thanks for asking. What are you reading and or watching at the moment? I'm sorry to hear that. Please tell me more.
Perhaps we could grab a date.
In the future, in a safe place, somewhere quiet. I'm afraid I'm finding myself unable to focus well enough to answer that right now.
Jude, that's not your natural accent. You're from Surrey, are you not?
Aye, yeah, yes. I thought maybe, I know it's not what you wanted after last week's session, but I thought that Scottish people are quite, generally, socially, quite confident. So yeah, I thought maybe push the boundaries.
Okay. I think this is a good opportunity for us to take stock. What we see here with Jude is very common. Whilst in some social situations, this kind of role-playing or code switching might add a sense of humour to proceedings. But in this case, it's clear that this is actually how their loneliness has translated into immature and irrational behaviour.
This is a process that many of you will experience, but we now know to be a major no-no. Very few of our entrants achieve successful re-entry in the long term when exhibiting oversharing. As such, we have become hypervigilant when noticing continued signs of it.
Hi. How are you doing?
Your insecurities lead to anxieties, which then come back to insecurities, and in turn, feeling incapable. And then, of course, as we can see in Bobby, anger. What might be a better way of dealing with anger in a social situation than throwing one's shoe? Fran,
Where possible, one should repress their anger and placate those around them so as not to make them feel uncomfortable. If this is not possible, one should express their rage through undermining and belittling comments targeted specifically at those closest to them.
Correct.
Bobby, our data suggests that it might be useful for you to imagine yourself naked on a beach, preferably in the Mediterranean. Does anyone have any idea why that might be? Fran?
So that Bobby can absolve themselves of their anxieties and begin to admire themselves in their purest form?
Yes. Excellent.
Have any of you ever been to a club?
I heard, that you needed a certificate from here to get into most of them now.
Isn't that why we're all here?
Oh. No. Well, my parents, they thought I needed to. Their friends had a kid, he came here, and he's like, I think it really helped him. He hosted an Eyes Wide Shut themed party recently. I think they wish that I'd just do more stuff like that.
I just sort of feel free again.
Perhaps me and you, we could check out a club together?
Maybe.
Could I come?
How's your shed coming along?
I beg your pardon?
Were you not, building that new potting shed over the weekend?
No.
Are you sure?
I live in a flat. Don't have a shed.
Oh. Oh. Must have been someone else. I think we should start with the splintering.
Well, I think the re-entry process of this group in particular might benefit from being handled a bit more delicately.
Well, I think I've overseen far more social re-entrance candidates than you, Ariel.
I know. It's just that none of them are at full capacity yet.
You can take the horse to the water. You can wait for it to drink. But at some point, you need to take the horse's mouth and force it into the water. And if it still won't drink, then you need to let them free. Start with Fran.
Wow. Thank you. It is safe to say I am incredibly excited to finally be re-entering. I worried that my moment had passed. I feared I was losing control. This was about prioritizing myself and beginning to feel that I had a place, that I could belong anywhere I wanted to belong. I now feel energized and lighter. I have even taken steps to organise an intimate bottomless brunch with friends for this upcoming Saturday. Thank you.
Still or sparkling?
Tap?
Pizza or pasta?
Both.
What is your star sign?
Scorpio.
Open-ended rule. Build the conversation based on the respondent's answers.
Yeah, sorry. I can't.
Be present. Respond to what the subject is saying. Seek common ground. Empathize. Try asking him what he missed out on the last few years.
What did you miss out on the last few years?
I've still never kissed anyone. It's getting quite annoying now.
Oh, I'd rather not kiss if that's okay.
Jude, we aren't simulating physical contact in this scene.
Sorry, I didn't mean that I was horny right now or anything. I just meant I don't really know how to. It's what I missed out on, is what I meant.
I'm sorry to hear that. Please tell me more.
Well, I used to have this. She was like a mentor, but also, I guess, like a nanny and a tutor, Sarah. And she would help me with my homework. I might have been... No. Yeah. I guess I was in love with her. And so one night we were watching MasterChef, and she touched my leg, like my thigh, like my upper thigh. And, well, I was a bit confused. Also, I had never, I didn't really know what I was meant to do next. So I told her that I thought I might maybe be in love with her. And she told me that my dad had asked her to kiss me so that I could know what it felt like. So yeah.
Tutto è melone.
Anyway, nothing happened. She felt quite uncomfortable. And so she told my dad that, and he fired her. I was quite upset about it. I guess I still am. So yeah, I guess I would quite like to kiss someone. How about you?
I'm finding myself unable to focus well enough to answer that right now.
Jude, can you please exit Ciao Bella and meet me outside?
Is Jude got... Did Jude get one too?
Unfortunately for Jude, he was exhibiting alarming levels of oversharing. This meant he had to leave without the documentation needed for formal re-entry.
I don't know which version of myself to be anymore.
We're happy with your progress.
Is there the option to extend?
Despite the last few years, you should know that the things that we worry about and that scare us never really happen. Our responsibility is to prepare you for people. I am certain that you will both do brilliantly.
It was really nice meeting you.
Perhaps we could grab a date in the future. In a safe space. Somewhere quiet.